Hello, friends, and welcome back to r/ProRevenge. Today, we've prepared 3 brand new stories for you, starting with a story in which our OP decided to teach a couple of students who blocked his entry. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you're new here, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a new video every single day. Here we go. You can't park across my driveway. This was a few years ago. I live in a suburban neighborhood near a major metropolitan city. It was winter, and we had just had a light dusting of snow, just under half an inch. My dogs barked, which they frequently do, alerting me to strangers outside. When I finally got around to looking outside, I see this Infiniti, shiny and clean despite the light snow on the ground, parked on the street, blocking the end of my driveway in its entirety. I was shocked because there were no other cars parked on the street within a couple of houses in either direction. The frontage to our house is typical of the neighborhood at about 70 feet. The inconsiderate act of parking across someone's driveway gets me fuming. But I wait. 30 minutes later, the car's still there. I decide to go to the only neighbor I could reasonably conceive would have guests that would park there, knock, and have a brief conversation with them. Nope, no guests. Well, damn. With nearly a half inch of snow on the ground, I decided to go ahead and shovel the driveway. This would make it more visibly apparent that the offenders parked in front of someone's driveway, but I don't just put the snow to the side. Nope, I piled every bit of snow right on top of their car, with the majority piled on the windshield. I made sure to clear the sidewalk too. I'm not heartless, so I did pick some debris like twigs out of the snow before dropping it on their car. By the time I finished shoveling, I was feeling pretty accomplished. But where were they? It had been over an hour since I noticed their car, and they were still nowhere to be seen. Getting more frustrated, I decided to call the sleaziest towing company in the city, known for lying in wait to tow cars for the most minor of infractions. Unfortunately, the local news expose a couple years prior must have been effective because they declined the tow because it was on a public street and said that the police would have to request it. I couldn't exactly call the police because I just piled a bunch of snow on the car. What I was left with was waiting for their return, over 2 hours, which I captured on video, quite poorly, and I've since misplaced it. When 2 college-age youth returned to their car, the male was wearing a Yale sweatshirt, the shock on their faces was almost worth it. They got in, and the windshield wipers removed a lot of the snow from the hood, but the male got back out and started brushing snow off. I decided to walk outside and confront them. Me. Serious? Him. I'm sorry, I didn't see. Me. Really? I gesture. House. I point. Garage. I gesture. Driveway. Him. I apologize. Me. Yeah, whatever. Not the wittiest of exchanges, but I'm pretty sure I made my point. And our second story. You're right. I do need a timesheet to work here. This happened a while ago when I worked for a soda company and stocked shelves at grocery stores. A little bit of backstory. My boss had recently been suspicious of people clocking out later than when they actually left the store. We did online clock in and clock out, so people would finish jobs in an hour and then clock out 5 hours later. His idea to combat this was to give us timesheets that we would have to fill out and have signed by a store employee. The stores never cared when we physically left, so they didn't sign, and the soda stockers never gave the timesheets to our boss. So basically, it fell out of practice a few weeks in. What ensued happened at a store we'll call Stargate during Thanksgiving, where soda flies off the shelves as soon as we stock it. Here's how I'll label people. Manager Jesse is J, me is me, co-worker is CW. CW and I were just starting to stock the shelves at Stargate, and we were trying to get out quickly so we could eat lunch and then go back to the other store because our boss only stationed one poor kid at that place. Just as we start, we see Jay start to walk towards us with a smirk on her face. Jay, do you have your timesheets? She said that with a smile that said she knew we damn well didn't have those timesheets. Me, yeah, we didn't bring ours. He doesn't really check them, so we kind of stopped using them. Jay, oh really? Because he made it very clear not to let you guys work here unless you have those timesheets. Seriously, she was giving this big smile as if she'd just caught a kid trying to skip class or something. CW, sorry, we don't have them. We'll just make sure to bring them next time. Jay, oh, I'm sure you will, But like I said, you're not supposed to work here until I get that timesheet. I'm pretty sure she thought we were just hiding it from her, so I guess she was trying to bully us into just pulling it out of our pockets or something. Then I got an idea, and I just prayed that my CW followed along. Me, oh yeah, you're right, we'll just get one of those for you. Do you think we can do that, CW? CW, oh yeah, we can do that, no problem. J, yeah, you guys go do that. So we leave just about everything we'd started to unload in the aisle and then started to walk out the door. J, aren't you guys going to put this stuff away? Customers have to get through here. CW, sorry, we aren't allowed to work here until we get those timesheets. Jay kind of stood there and we left, drove 40 minutes to the company office where we asked for a timesheet. They told us that they weren't using those anymore. We texted our boss and asked if he called the store and said he hadn't, and she was lying. So then we drove 40 minutes back, took our lunch break, helped out the kid who was fighting an uphill battle stocking at the major store, and then drove back to Stargate. Jay sees us and walks right up to us. Jay, where have you been? We're completely out of stock for your product and needed you. CW, we had to go get those timesheets for you. Jay, I don't care about the timesheets. Just start working. Me, I'm confused. Didn't our boss tell you not to let us work until we had those timesheets? Jay, just go and stock the shelves. CW, crap, man, we don't have a timesheet. Guess that means we gotta leave. Me, yeah, hey, sorry, Jess. Maybe you can get some more competent workers next time. Then we left and she ended up calling our boss, who chewed us out for a while because we weren't making the company money. But I found it well worth it. Even after he yelled at us, he did admit she was lying and that it was her fault. Nothing major happened to us or her, but it was a fun story to tell other people. And our last story. I tried my best customer service, but I'm in the auto glass industry. I had a customer that really pissed me off yesterday. So I left the customer before him and drove 28 minutes to get to his area. I say area because his address is 2030 on his road, and my TomTom said the range was 2140 to 4999. My GPS on my work phone couldn't find it at all and uses Google Maps. I get there and drive up and down this dirt road in the middle of nowhere for 10 minutes, only 2 houses on the road, 2334 and 2490. No, 2030. Call his number again. I called him just after I loaded parts for the day and left a voicemail confirming the appointment, vehicle part, and the $250 deductible his insurance had already verified, and again, no answer. This time on the voicemail, I said that neither GPS could find his house, and I tried to find it physically to no avail. Please call me back for assistance. Waited 20 minutes. Company policy is 15 minutes total after arrival. Now I've wasted 30 minutes total, twice company policy. I call my manager and explain the situation. He says, okay, he's missed his appointment. Head to the next one. That's when it starts. On the way to the next customer, who's 30 minutes away, he calls me 4 times, and I can't answer because I'm driving. I'll call him when I start on the next job. But I get there, and that customer cannot afford it now and rescheduled for the end of the month. Cool, I can go back to the first guy. Until I'm getting back in my van and grab my phone to call him as he's calling me. Enter Mr. Hostile. H is Mr. Hostile, M is me. H, I've been trying to get a hold of you, he says angrily. I'm sorry, sir, I was driving and unable to answer my phone. Well, if you got new equipment, you could find my house. I've only been living here for 30 years. Again, we use Google navigation, and no GPS system is very accurate in country areas. Strike 1. I understand, sir. When are you coming out? Even more mad. Well, sir, I was already in your area for over 30 minutes and was told by my manager to move on, but luckily for you, this customer has rescheduled so I can come back to you now. Not good enough, apparently. Well, when you come down the main road and past the quarry, your punk butt needs to slam on your effing brakes and turn left. Strike 2. Yes, sir, I should be there in about 30 minutes as I'm coming from Bethlehem. I'll turn there, and if I still have trouble finding it, I'll call you for clarification. And about the payment, I have a $0 coverage, so you need to figure your crap. Strike 2.5. Well, sir, your insurance has already verified that you have a $250 deductible, so for me to change your windshield, that's what I'll have to collect today. I don't give a crap what it says. I'm not paying you a dime. Click. He hangs up on me. Strike 3. I'm done. Mind you, I got to his area at about 9:40 and left at 9:10. The phone conversation was at 10:40. Fine. He was hostile and told me himself that he wasn't going to pay. I don't even start heading his direction. I call my manager and tell him exactly what happened. I also told him I wasn't doing the job no matter what happened due to him being in the country and already receiving hostility over the phone. I'm not going out there because there are no witnesses should something happen. At 11:34, my shop calls me and tells me that he's calling them asking when I'm coming out. I explained to her what happened and she understood and put notes on the work order that he was hostile. 12:14, he calls me. Way calmer than when I talked to him last. Defeated is the best word to describe it. Way calmer than when I talked to him last. Defeated is the best word to describe it. So, how much do I need to pay to get it changed today? Sir, with the fact that I already wasted an hour of my time on you, 28 minutes of driving and 30 minutes waiting once I got there, with the hostility that you've shown me earlier, and the fact that you told me yourself you weren't paying, you've missed your appointment. I have not missed I interrupted him. Yes, sir, you have. And including all of the information that I've just stated, if you're on my route again, I will not be coming out to you. Click. I hung up on him. Immediately called my manager again to inform him of this. I made a recommendation. Remember, I've been with the company for 4.5 years, and I've never made this recommendation. The recommendation, to divorce him as a customer. If we change his glass, we'll end up owning his truck. By that, I mean the part will be changed, and he'll continually complain about parts being damaged, ones that were damaged before I got there and got pictures of on my pre-inspection, and we'll basically buy his truck. What an a-hole. Hey guys, thank you all for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one.